Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good evening students. Today in this video session I would like to explain about muscle contraction. Already in this chapter locomotion and movement 11th standard chapter we discussed about what are the different type of movements are exhibited by different organisms, ciliary movements and amoeboid movement, that and all lower organisms movements. But highly advanced, I mean somewhat of developed organisms can able to show their movement and locomotion by the muscles. That is a chapter we are discussing. In the muscles, what are the structural proteins, I mean contractive proteins, actin and myosin, ultrastructure of muscle we seen, especially skeletal muscle. On previous video we discussed about a muscle contraction mechanism theoretically. This video with the help of a diagrammatic representation I will be explain about a muscle contraction. At the time of the explanation, one more time I will be recall by orally our yesterday class muscle contraction. Already you know, but I will be simplify one more time that one. Okay, let me concentrate about today video session. Let me start today video class. Dear students, muscle. When I start to explain about the muscle, remember sarcomere word. Recall it. When you are recalling the sarcomere word, sarcomere is the one of the part in the myofibril, correct na? Myofibril presence in the muscle fiber. Muscle fibers are present inside of fascicle. Fascicles are present in the bundle of fascicles only we called as a muscle. Now mechanism of muscle contraction time we are enter into the sarcomere. Enter means nothing but we think about the sarcomere. Now already you know about the what is sarcomere. When you take out one myofilament or myofibril, it contains alternatively light band and dark band. Light band indicates we called as a I band, dark bands we called as a A band. Another names also you know, I band called as a isotropic, A band called as a anisotropic band, or I band called as a light band, A band called as a dark band, or I band called as a actin filament, and then dark band is made up of the myosin. Basing on the what protein structures are present that bands, either A and I. Okay, I actin filament, A is myosin. Ultrastructure also is seen. The light filament of the I band composing of the 3 contractive proteins. One is the F actin chains and another one is tropomyosin, troponin, these 3. And then A band is made up of the myosin. That myosin is hockey stick like structures. Now you got it. Now come to the point of the muscle contraction. Muscle contraction time, sarcomere is a functional unit. Functional unit means in the sarcomere place only what we are thinking about work about regarding the muscle contraction, that work is occurs in the sarcomere. So sarcomere means one Z line to another Z line gap of the myofilament we called as a sarcomere. Now if you take one sarcomere, it contains either sides of the I band, that especially of I band one side, of I band one side, because of in the middle of the I band only Z line is there. Now what I said, two Z lines gap, in between the two Z lines length, the structure we called as a sarcomere. So Z line onwards, another Z line, it contains the either sides two of light bands and full dark band, correct na? In the diagram nalla parunga nana, here this is a I band, this is a Z line, okay, and then from this to this place A band, alternatively again this one I band. So in the I band this is the Z line, in this I band also this is a Z line, okay. Now this is the one half of the I band, correct na? This is one half of the I band, correct na? Pointer place parunga, this is half of the one light band, this is one side half of the light band, right. Here I drawn the one green line, correct na? From the green line onwards up to this green line, this zone we called as a band. Now A band middle position and something light place is there, that light place we called as a H zone. On the middle of the H zone only one line is there, that only we call as a M line. So now you understand, here half of the two I bands and the either side, one full myosin filament or A band, then that myosin filament middle position H zone and then M line is there, okay, right na? Now you have the doubt why these zone, H zone is something light than the adjacent side of myosin. Here when you take these edges places of the myosin or dark filament, dark place, here it is a overlapping of the actin filament and myosin filaments, okay, actin filaments and myosin filaments. By that edges of the actin and myosin filaments overlapped to each other in the ending position of the actin and myosin, that is the reason that a dark band adjacent sides is having the something darker place, middle position something light place, that light place only we called as a H zone, okay. Now yesterday I said one statement, muscle contraction time. What I said before telling about the statement, basically muscle contraction contains the how many steps? 5 steps, correct na? One step is a excitation of the muscle, second step formation of the cross bridges, third step power stroke, fourth step recovery stroke, fifth step relaxation, okay. In generally what we want to remember in that side headings, excitation of the muscles mean muscle want to get signals from the central nervous system, that you have to remember. Because of muscle want to perform its work means central nervous system onwards it want to get signals, correct na? So in the first step muscle getting the signals from the central nervous system, that you remember. And formation of the cross bridges, what will happen? By these signals muscle will be activated. In the inside of the muscle actin myosin filaments are there na, that actin and myosin filaments are binding to each other, that is the formation of the cross bridge, second step. And then power stroke time, what will happen? Pulls the Z lines from the both sides, okay. Power stroke means that myosin filaments the pulls that actin filaments towards of both sides and towards of the M line, so that is a third step, okay. In the fourth step recovery stroke, breakdown of cross bridges, okay. In the fifth step relaxation of muscle, and again Z lines are getting their original position. These are the 5 important steps. What are the functions, basic functions of that heading? And then now theory recall it nana. Excitation of the muscles time, getting signals. First of all, if you want to perform in the anything muscle movement, central nervous system is giving to the something signals, that signals carrying by the motor neuron, then it will send that information to the appropriate organ, appropriate muscle. that muscle ending place, that neuron ending place, which of the motor neuron, last motor neuron end with muscle, such a place, a joint between the motor neuron dendrites, telodendrites or synaptic knobs, and then muscle layer, sarcolemma, that a junction is there, that is we call as a neuromuscular junction. Neuromuscular junction. That neuromuscular junction, small gap is there. So signal sending wise, that signals will be transformed into the electric form onwards, chemical form. Some chemicals will be released. That chemicals only we call as a neurotransmitters. That neurotransmitter example acetylcholine. By that activation of that, by that getting of that signals from the in the chemical form, muscle will be activated. Inside of the muscle, what will happen? Calcium ions are releasing. Got it kadanna? Calcium ions are releasing. That calcium ions released where it is located? One of the specific place is there in muscle. Calcium ion stored in the inside of endoplasmic reticulum. That endoplasmic reticulum we call as a sarcoendoplasmic reticulum. So from the sarcoendoplasmic reticulum cisternus onwards, calcium ions will release. That calcium ions is binding to the actin filament, having one structural contractive proteins. Contractive proteins are myosin. Contractive proteins are troponin. At binding with the troponin one subunit. Correct on Nina? That is a formation of cross bridges type. Then power stroke. Now when the myosin attaching with the actin filament want to pull inside, for pulling of inside that actin filament, it need energy. Energy is in the form of the ATP. So power stroke time, that ATP is binded with the myosin. ATP is hydrolyzing. By the hydrolyzing ATP is generated the one inorganic phosphate and one ADP. By the using of the ATP, both sides onwards, myosin filaments are pulls that actin filament in between of the myosin filaments towards of M line. Then recovery stroke. In the recovery stroke, myosin filaments are releasing out from the actin filaments. So cross bridges will break out and finally muscle will be relaxed. This is the step. When the muscle is relaxed, what will happen? Calcium ions again accumulated and then stored in the muscle cisternus, sarcoplasmic reticulum. Okay, any statement is correct. Now why I said these total explanation means, in this total muscle contraction time, one important statement you should be remember. That important statement is, in the muscle contraction, A band length never change. Now diagrammatic paranganana, A band means from this zone to this green line to this green line is a zone, A band length. But which band will be reduced their size? I band is there now. I band this side off I band, this side off I band. Both sides of I bands, this is the actin filament, this is the actin filament, this is the actin filament. These actin filaments are moving the inside. Okay, how mean here if you face your fingers in between of opposite forces, if you are hold it your hand with fingers are inwards in between of the fingers, on that time our hand size will not reduce. But our fingers will be going the overlapping by on hand. Correct only na? So hand size will not change, but the in between of the fingers gap will be reduced. That only, such a type of manner only it will be happens. A band length is fixed, no change, but in between of the gaps of A band, I band will be going to inside. So when the I band is going to the inside, so actin filaments moves towards of M line. Correct now? So when that actin filaments are going inwards of M line, automatically in H zone will be disappear. H zone will be disappear. So three statements we should be remember. When the muscle contraction time, A band length no change, I band reducing their change because of both sides onwards, that actin filaments are moves closerly between the myosin filament. So this side onwards Z line will come this side onwards Z line will come this side. So actin filaments are moving. So by this way H zone will be disappear. H zone will be disappear when muscle contraction time. When the muscle relaxation time, again H zone will be appears. Okay, these are three statements you should be remember. Now you got it, these concepts, these are points, these things. Okay, excitation of the muscle and formation of the cross bridges, power stroke, recovery stroke, and relaxation. Now diagrammatic representation. What is, how it is happens? See, what I said, the 5 statements, 5 headings that will be explained by the diagrammatic way. These second column in the Parangrana, you know, actin filament, I mean I band contains with 3 proteins. One is the F actins, and F actins a long thread like structure is there, that is a tropomyosin, and then a regular interval places troponin is there. That troponin contains the 3 subunits. One is a TNT, another one TNC, another one TNI. TNC useful for binding of the calcium. Now you got the concept. When the muscle excitation time, what it is getting the signal from the central nervous system, by that activity inside of the muscle, inside of the sarcolemma, cisternase will be releasing the calcium. That calcium will be binding here. Okay. Now when the calcium ions are binded here in the, especially in this place, okay, what will happen up to that in the F actin regular points, I mean binding sites are there, active binding site. That active binding sites up to that it is covered by the tropomyosin. When the calcium ion binding in the troponin TNC subunit, automatically it will give the information to the tropomyosin, please be away from the active sites. So that line will be move on from the active sites. When that active sites are exposing, automatically what it is there here, these are the hockey stick like projections we call as a myosin filament, myosin kadana, that myosin heads. So here myosin heads are binded with this. Okay, when the binding time, what will happen, that we want to know. So binding time we need energy kadana. So myosin filament having the 2 important sites, one is a ATP binding site, another one is a actin binding sites. So this place for understanding, when the ATP is binding in the myosin head one position, ATP binding site, to start the hydrolysis of the ATP. By that hydrolysis of the ATP, it is dissociated into the form to the ADP and inorganic phosphate. Inorganic phosphate, correct now. So when that breakdown time, these myosin head is actively is binding with the actin filament. Actin filament. So when the myosin is formed binding with the actin filament with the active sites, that time it is appearance of the cross bridges. Everything. Here this is one myosin, this is one myosin filament, this is one myosin, meromyosin, especially meromyosin. Meromyosin heads are binding with the regular binding places of actin. So by seeing appearance, it is a just bridges. So that's why in the diagrammatic representation of the myosin filament head, I mentioned neck with head position we call as a cross arms, cross arm. That cross arms bind useful for formation of the cross bridges. Okay. So here finally ATP hydrolyzed. ATP by hydrolyzed, they are dissociated into ADP and phosphate. Still dissociated ADP and inorganic phosphate present in the myosin filament itself. Then next point, cross bridges formation. Okay, from the here hydrolyzation and inorganic phosphate is happened now. That inorganic phosphate is released. That inorganic phosphate is released. Then it strongly is attaching. That myosin is strongly attaching with the actin filament. So that's why cross bridges bind to the actin and contractional changes in the myosin. That means now the myosin filament is ready to pull. Up to that just only formation, okay, formation of the cross bridges. So by when it is a inorganic phosphate is released out, that energy is changed into the chemical energy, changed into the mechanical energy that we seen in the previous video, correct now? So cross bridges bind to actin and conformational changes in the myosin. Conformational changes means it is ready to change the chemical energy, ATP energy in the mechanical energy. Okay. Now third step, power stroke kadanana. So now the third thing, power stroke time, forcibly myosin filaments are pull that actin filament inside. Now the position paranganana, myosin green color filaments head like structures are bended inwards, correct now? By that inversion, these actin filaments is moving to the inside. Okay, so this is in the first diagrammatic representation time. These actin filaments are going that side, this side too. Both are going to the closer. So that is the thing. Now come. So power stroke time, forcibly by using of the energy, the myosin head pull that actin filament towards of M line. Then next one, in the end of the power stroke, ADP will also release. ADP also released. Okay, when the ADP is released, energy edi ille for myosin filament. So lack of energy, it is ready to bind another new ATP. Here a new ATP will bind. Okay, when the new ATP is binded, still not yet hydrolyzed, just binded, it is detaching from the actin filament. So that's why it will be come to the recovery stroke. It come to the back side, it ready to fixing with some other edges and one more actin site, active site. Okay, up to now here, up to here. So like this, they are changing power stroke, recovery stroke, power stroke, recovery stroke, up to these jet lines. Up to these jet lines, this jet line come to closer. Both ends. Okay, that is the thing. These are the diagrammatic explanation. I already said Nanana, you will get one video regarding the muscle contraction. By watching that, you will get some more idea. Then see here, these muscle contraction, what I said about the total muscle contraction mechanism, under controlling by performing by the 5 steps are divided into the 5 steps. But these 5 steps munnadi 2 important structural points we want to discuss. That one, triad system and motor unit. Triad system and motor unit. What is triad system? What is motor unit? Do you know sarcolemma? Sarcolemma means muscle fiber ki mela. Muscle fiber ki mela plasma member we called as a sarcolemma. That sarcolemma invaginate. That means, for example, this is sarcomere. If you take this is sarcomere, this upper layer down. Okay, it's covered by the one layer. That is a sarcolemma. That sarcolemma at the position of Z lines. Here Z line. It invagination. By the invagination, it formed to the one Z line. Sorry, it formed to the one T-shaped. Just like you are thinking about this. I drawn the zigzag now. Zigzag. So here plasma membrane to form the inner side invaginations. That invaginations inside it will form the one deep depression. By that appearance, it is formed to the just like a T-like structure. T-like. Okay, here this T and these T either sides in this place, cisternae are there. Endoplasmic reticulum, cisternae are there. That endoplasmic reticulum is 2 endoplasmic reticulum, 2 sarcoplasmic reticulum and T-tube. One T-tube and one endoplasmic reticulum, cisternae, 2 cisternae. Totally how many subunits? T-tube 1, 2 cisternae. That we called as a triad system. the triad system is present in the normally either Z lines or maybe in the position of in between of the A band and light band. That means nearby the these green line. Okay, so Z line we know, and in between of the I band and A band means it is a junctional point of two bands, correct now? So maybe Z line or maybe this junction point of the I band and A band, it contains the outer side triad system. The triad system play an important role to conducting of the nerve impulse to inside of a muscle. Okay, that is one thing. And then one more thing, motor unit. What is motor unit mean? You know one thing, neuron and one neuron. That neuron, 10th standard you studied chemical coordination. In the chemical coordination, neuron structure you studied. That neuron structure axon, cell body after it is a fiber like structure end position, it is end with the telodendrites ending point, bulged area we called as a synapse, correct now? Thus now the last synapse of the neuron at muscle, nearby muscle, this is the muscle, this is the neuron end position telodendrites. Now gap is there now. This gap only we called as a neuromuscular junction. So telodendrite, motor unit, telodendrites, neuromuscular junction and muscle fiber. These jointer place we called as a motor unit. That only here I mentioned. Motor neuron of telodendrites and a set of muscle fibers, neuromuscular junctions combinedly we call as a motor unit. This is the place exchanging of the electric information into the chemical information. That chemical information neurotransmitters are reach the muscle. That is the place, that is the mechanism for muscle contraction is very essential role. Without this motor unit, here muscle contraction will not be performed. Okay, even though muscles are perfectly developed. Okay, so that is the thing. So motor unit onwards signals are given to that triad system. By the triad system signals are entered into the muscle, then that muscle to start the muscle contraction. Finally this statement will be applicable. By that muscle contraction, both sides of I bands will be move on into the myosin filaments, reduce their sizes, but so that's why H zone will be disappear. Now you got the concept about the muscle contraction. Video paranganana, I think simultaneously video you will get along with this concept. Okay, so that videos 4 or 5 videos paranga that will be useful to you understand and getting clarity to you. Okay Nana, let me wait next video.